segment 3. Alexis, you posed a fantastic question. Who is going to lead the Minnesota Wild in scoring this season? Kevin Fiala, Kirill Kaprizov, or Jules-Eric Senek? Some of you are getting on us for doing the engagement properly. All right, this is how
Brandon
it works.
Molesky.
This is how we get followers. Molesky telling us that we can't. Yeah, we don't do polls. We do it this way because that's what we need to do to help build our brand.
To hell with the polls.
Suck it.
We're trying to get engagement, you haters. If you don't like it, don't respond to it.
Yeah, but most of you do, and we appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you.
It makes it more fun, you guys. Come on, don't be haters, all right?
Yeah, right? All right, so it's tough now, right? Because you know who the leading scorer is right now, but who is your prediction to shine? There's a lot of hockey left in the season. Who's going to come out on top?
Well, first of all, I want to say we got to clarify, Jesse, because I didn't think of this when I posted this question, but people were saying, they were like, do you mean scoring as in points or do you mean scoring as in goals? And when I posted it in my head, I was thinking goals, but scoring technically means overall points.
Yeah.
So which one do you want to go with? Because I've got different answers for each. So we'll just decide and make it even and then make a pick based off of that.
Let's go points. I like points. It makes it a little different, a little interesting, right?
Okay. So let's do points then. And if we're going with points, I am going to go with Jules-Eric Senek. And I know that's kind of, you're like, well, duh, he's leading the team right now. Well, okay, we get it. But my reasoning for picking him is, I know I've said in the last couple episodes and some different videos we've done that Kirill Kaprizov needs to be the MVP of this team. He has got to get points. He has got to contribute to the scoring. He has to be noticeable. He has to make a difference in each game. That is very important to the Wild's success. So I could see Kirill being the leading scorer as well, and that would be fantastic. I would have no problem with that. But the reason that I kind of get a vibe that Jules-Eric Senek might be that leading scorer, as long as he stays up on that top line, he is centering two guys who can really shoot the puck. So he might be getting off more passes and be involved in more plays, and therefore possibly will finish with more points. If he continues to score at the pace he's scoring at and throw some assists in there, he might be the guy at the end of the day who leads this team in scoring. And I don't know if that's necessarily the worst thing in the world, right? I mean, you need your top line center to contribute to scoring plays. That's what they're there for. So I'm going to say Jules-Eric Senek. I'm crossing my fingers that, hopefully it's maybe Kirill Kaprizov instead. I wouldn't hate to be wrong about this, but so far, Eric Senek is making a name for himself on that top line. And I really liked what I've seen out of him so far. So if he stays healthy and stays on that top line, I'm going to say Jules-Eric Senek has the most points on this team at the end of the season. How about you?
Remember
Jesse?
when we made fun of Kevin Fallness for predicting that Jules-Eric Senek was going to score 40 goals and
40
he
goals,
wasn't too far off. Yeah. People don't forget Fallness. It was good. It was a good guess. No, I mean, I would have gone the same way, but for sake of differing opinions, I will say Kirill Kaprizov. Okay. I think everything that you had just mentioned about Jules-Eric Senek is spot on, right? He's going to get those assists. He's going to get the goals too down in front, the rebounds. It's going to be great. But we know once Kirill Kaprizov gets that first goal, it's off, it's on, it's, here we go, giddy up, buckle up. I think he's doing well at assisting. Again, we're seeing a lot of what we saw last year where he needs to be more selfish. He is a player that is allowed to be selfish instead of dishing it off to Matt Zuccarello. We need you to be selfish. Yes, go in and score on those opportunities that are there. So, I mean, I'm sure the coaching staff is stressing that to him. I know we talked about it last year. His dad stresses it to him all the time. I mean, us media members are going to stress it. Just go in and take the shot or set up the play for yourself too. I mean, you're very capable. He can move the puck and it's great. I mean, and it's nice to see him not wanting to be that center of attention guy, but dude, you're getting paid the big bucks. You're the superstar. We need you to be that guy. So long story short, he's going to score. He's going to score a lot, which will lead him to be the Minnesota Wild leading scorer this season.
Do you think, I got a question for you. Would it shock you if Kirill Kaprizov finished the season with more assists than goals? Would that be a surprise or a bad thing? Do you think?
That's a great question. It wouldn't be a bad thing. Of course not. Right. I mean, but maybe a little bit just because you not hired him. You signed him to score goals. Right. I mean, that's what you want to see. They're looking at his resume,
Calder winner in your rookie season. Yeah. Okay. Well, welcome aboard.
Yeah. Right. You signed him to score goals. That's what he is supposed to do. That's what he produces. Right. Again, assists are awesome, but that's what Max Zuccarello can do. Right. And that's what Jules-Eric Senek can do. And that's what your defense, he should be the guy scoring the goal. You're not seeing Connor McDavid always on the assist page, right? Like you're seeing him scoring the goals. So
I mean, if he has, 70 points this season and 50 of them are assists and 20 are goals, does it really matter, right? I mean, he contributed to 70 goals. So that's, at the end of the day, I'd be like, well, okay, I thought you might score more, but I'll take it. I mean,
I don't see, and I would disagree because I think he needs to score 30. He needs 30 goals this year. Okay. Just to justify the $8 million that you're paying
he'll
him,
never hear the end of it if he has like a low scoring season.
Everyone's gonna go Drew Doughty on his ass then, and call him overpaid. Like he needs to score 30. I mean, he needs to more than 20 for sure, more than 20. Because how many did he have last year in a shortened season, right? Like you're capable of doing that, and yes, it's against the teams that it was against, but I would say, he needs to score more and then have assists. Yes, it's all fine and well. And yes, it's about the team and but
on any given night,
you're a goal
whoever you're playing next to.
Yes.
They're all wearing wild jerseys.
They're all wearing wild jerseys. They can all play on the same team. We don't have a top line, but you do have a top line. These are D Nebson things, guys, in case you don't know. Please watch his press conferences and listen for my voice asking him the same questions all the time. That's going to do it for this week. Unless, Fred, did you want to weigh in on the scoring leader at all? Did you have a vote for Kevin Fiala?
I was thinking Kevin Fiala, but I think it's gonna be Matt's.
Oh, okay. I can see that. So we got somebody on the top line. Yeah,
someone on the top line. You're not gonna get away from that. But I think Matt's is really the guy that is still kind of underrated for the amount of praise that he's getting. I mean, he's absolutely living up to Paul Fenton's legacy.
Yeah. Thank you, Paul Fenton.
Wizard King.